Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I was due in Nashville, Tennessee. And today we're going to continue my fanfiction writing series in which I teach you the neoclassical American style of fanfiction, which is a big favorite on the internet right now. I'm going to go ahead. I've got my book and I got my quill, and I'm all gargoyled up on the edge of my house. So let's just go ahead and begin. Page 1 of 1. Now, if you remember, Biffa and Issima had just gone to help the ponies on the Stargate Universe craft Destiny. Now, we're going to want to quickly recap this and maybe throw out one or two of the things that we already mentioned, just, to demonstrate that we weren't paying that much attention. So, let's just go ahead and just jump in. Anyways, Biffa and Issima and Samantha Carter and the ponies were almost ready for the attack of the replicators. See, we got a quick recap there. And so let's... No good. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I was due in Nashville, Tennessee. And today we're going to consider... Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I was due in Nashville, Tennessee. And today we're going to continue my little series on writing in the neoclassical American fanfiction style. We'll just jump right in by recapping the previous episode, assuming that, people don't remember, because, you know what? Let's start off with, sorry it took so long to get this chapter done, guys. My cat got busy at school, and I had to babysit the kittens more than usual to help her keep her grades up at the cat-cademy. No, better, academy. Done. Okay, awesome. So, Biffa and Issima and the ponies and Samantha Carter were... new page. Thank you, Minecraft, for not giving us a lot of space. We're all nervous about the replicator attack, but then Issima said, wait. Let's add extra exclamation point. What I like to call an exclamation point right there. Wait! I'm a space marine biologist. Just look at my skin. I'm from Doom, like Paul Atreides. And I have fought the Hellspawn that attacked the settlement on, Mars. I can help us here. And then the friendship of the ponies and Biffa was so great that with the help of Issima's BFG, which is a big friendly gun, they magically shattered the replicators into bits. Also, I should mention that these are not Star Trek replicators. but Stargate ones, new page, ones that attack. I don't know if I closed the quote for Biffa there. Oh, hey, I was able to actually edit that appropriately. Cool. So when the battle was over, because see, we don't want to have a detailed description of the battle. Like, I could break down deck by deck how the replicators broke through the shields on Destiny, and how, Nicholas Rush was trying to get them to, the shields to come back up, and Brody and everybody was all excited. But you know what? We're just going to glaze over all of that. This is Stargate / Hermitcraft fanfiction. All people care about is Samantha Carter, okay? So, Samantha Carter wanted to thank Isma with a kiss, but she was too shy. Even though Biffa said that Isma didn't think he was better than her, even though he was wrong to think that. Because that's how good our hero Isma is in this. He's so good that he's humble about the fact that he's better than Samantha Carter, which is incredible. And I know that, some of you guys are probably wondering when Joe Hills is going to show up in this Hermitcraft Stargate fanfiction. But just to clarify, in the neoclassical American style of fanfiction, you can't just put yourself into the story. You can't insert your author persona. That's completely inappropriate. But anyway, so then after the battle, and I lost my keyboard. I'm having more trouble with this keyboard. And it's one of those things, a lot of you guys say, no, you have to use a real keyboard for gaming. The problem is, I'm in a booth that's only like 18, 24, no, maybe 20 inches wide. So I can't have a full keyboard and have the mouse be next to the keyboard. I have to have my little baby wireless keyboard, because otherwise there's no room for the mouse. Anyway, so after the battle had ended, because the battle has ended more than once here, but we're still in that frame of reference, we want to probably now pull in something else. Where do we want to move the story with from here? Now, there's the whole problem of the Stargate to Destiny is a one-way Stargate in the Stargate canon, for those of you who don't care. And so that would be one potential point of conflict. However, being from Doom, Isma has access to, what do you call those, slip gates. So we could slip gate to bypass the Stargate. Alternately, we've introduced the character of the 13th Doctor earlier, who could show up in his TARDIS and rescue everybody. But, I don't know. Let's see. What would be the big point of contention here? So after the battle had ended, everyone realized, oh no, the Stargate connection to Destiny is one way, and we are trapped on the other side of the universe. Literally billions of light years from Earth. Even though Samantha Carter was happy to be trapped with Isuma, she knew that she should impress him by finding a way back to Earth. Because it's important, to have that tension there of, oh no, so I want to be here, but I want to get home. So we're kind of borrowing a little bit from the Stargate character of Nicholas Rush, but that's all right, because he wants to be there, but he also wants to get home. We're just going to blend that right into Samantha Carter, even though it makes zero sense. Let's see. By finding a way back to Earth. When she had nearly... Keyboard? Dang it, keyboard! I changed your batteries. I think, see, the problem is we have this box of like 10-year-old unused batteries, and so they've never been used, so they have enough of a charge that I can get a few hours out of them, but then I have to change them every few hours. But I don't want to just throw away a box of 10-year-old batteries. And by a box, I mean like dozens of 10-year-old batteries, unused. These are not mine. These are my wife's. They came when she showed up. Anyway, can't throw those away. Finding a way back to Earth. Just when she had nearly done it by adjusting the crystals in the Stargate control display, even though it was dangerous. Okay, this is... Come on. Keyboard, are you going to really do this to me? Even though it was dangerous, the production value of my thing about writing fan fiction is endangered by low quality. How sad is that? And out-of-date concepts, like 10-year-old batteries. Isma pointed out that by killing all the monsters, the door to the slip gate was open. That's just a new page. Slip gate was open, and they could all go home that way. And they did! Oh, come on! Okay, Duracell Corporation, when you make batteries that are 10 years old, don't make them fail. How hard is that? I don't feel like that's an unreasonable expectation. They could all go home that way. And they did. See, when you write fan fiction, you do not want to have a satisfying ending. Because, see, right now, readers are still like, okay, well, I'm not satisfied. I didn't get to see the battle. This love interest triangle thing is pretty much unresolved. It's not even a triangle. It's kind of like a ray that's like heading toward Isma and then bouncing off it. Isma isn't an it. It's bouncing off his armor. Also, I want to point out, I did not get permission from Isma to write this story at all, or Samantha Carter. You cannot write fan fiction if you have permission. That's just a licensed work at that point. And I have no license for this. So don't get mad at Isma if you think the fan fiction isn't good, because it's not his fault. Although I'm sure you're thrilled with it. This is actually excellent fan fiction. And they did. Let's see, why else is this unsatisfying? Well, everything ended up okay, also, like, without really any work. You'll notice that just Isma powered through on sheer force of will. And, having any conflict just be overcome immediately by your main character. Perfect neoclassical American style. And they did. And then, when they were all at home, they celebrated with Etho. You're killing me, Smalls. Double A. I don't know. There's some sort of joke about I might as well just give up on life. Okay. And then when they were all at home, they celebrated with pizza before the batteries could die on my keyboard. That Etho had baked for the new Ninja Turtles he was making. The end. Done. Oh, I should have signed that. And this is CH3. Let's see. We've already had Dr. Hermit and Hermitgate. Let's, the big fight. The fight. Sign and close. So there we go. We have concluded our trilogy here, and that frees us up to now pursue sequels and prequels to this trilogy, because I'm sure you guys want to know a lot more about what happened in the Dr. Hermit universe. And believe me, I want to write it, and I want to share it with you. And I want to write it in front of you and share that with you. And I'm going to buy batteries, because this is just a joke where I am the butt of the joke. And if there's one thing I don't like being, it's a butt, you know? There's only so much of your body that you want to dedicate to actually being a butt, and I'm happy with the amount of butt I have, and I'm not going to let these batteries make a butt of me. So, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.